Lindsey Graham said he is not going to be the Republican Christopher Steele. He said that he fears the information that Rudy Giuliani just brought back and gave to the DOJ. He fears it might be Russian propaganda. You don't say. It's never stopped you before. So, he fears it might be Russian propaganda. Is that true? Did Rudy Giuliani just bring back Russian propaganda? This comes from Lindsey Mint Julep Graham, mind you. He believes Giuliani just brought back Russian propaganda. Oh. What's been stopping you before? Did he bring back Russian propaganda? Ace could mean yes, so let us see what we get. 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. That's the information y'all just got with the 8 of Swords. It has a restricted source. I believe he is actually right. Now here's the thing. It could be both. It could be real stuff and Russian propaganda. Because Russia's influence is all Putin wants. He wants us to infight, tear our own country down. That way, eventually, it just becomes another arm of Russia, right? So, he could be planting seeds intentionally to sow discord. Like, duh. So the information you got can be both. It can be real and it can be intentionally implanted information, but it is part of Russia's plan. So I call it propaganda. Even though propaganda is usually just, fear-based. It's not really based in reality, but. So we get the 10 of Pentacles. This is my GOP. They have received some information that they're a little annoyed with or unsatisfied with. So it's dissatisfied. They don't really care for it. It's kind of more of the same, or they feel like they're being tricked. Like, not you again. I already have 3 of these same cups you keep trying to give me. And so there's a change in the happiness with the GOP. It did come from a restricted source. This is not something he just went and dug up. He's not a sleuth. He's not some sort of Sherlock Holmes. This is something that was just handed to him. This is restricted information outside the walls of the city up here. So it is a leader, and it is a person who has more money than God. So it could be Vladimir Putin, or it could be someone like that, maybe an oligarch or something. It is not something you should blindly trust, because you have the propaganda or the misinformation with the 7 of Cups, right along with the Ace of Cups. So this is new information. This is new emotions, new sources as well. And this is probably why he believes his information is legitimate, is because it comes from multiple sources. It's really not, but that's what he believes, which is why the 7 of Cups is there, because it's misinformation. The fear, of course, is betrayal, and the hopes is we're actually still in the stages of, I don't know what this is. So this is not really a hope. It's more along the lines of they're confused and they don't know which way to go. They don't know what to trust. I'll tell you right now, this just backs it up. 3 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. This is paid information. This is restricted sources, which means it comes from a small group of people. This is not something he went and dug up. This was something that was given to him. He did not go and get on the ground and start subpoenaing information in Ukraine. This was something given to him, which is why this is your word of warning. Your sources are faulty. Now, oh, mercy alive. Okay, so deck chooses the reading. So Adam, you see him there? This is Adam and Eve here. Adam and the tree of fire. So God in the Bible often appears as a ball of fire or some sort of like the burning bush or the Mount Sinai or something like that. So you have this tree and it has fire on it. The angel there. So there is a divine order, or there is a order to things that you are supposed to follow. There is a way to get information on Hunter Biden if you wish to press charges against Hunter Biden. Trying to get information on Hunter Biden to hurt Joe Biden so Donald gets reelected is not the order of things. So since you know the order of things, let me take you back to the Bible. Adam and Eve. We start with Adam because in the Bible he was the first person. So God creates man out of his own image, which basically just means purified in spirit. Not necessarily that's what God looked like. But he creates man in his own image, and here he is. He has complete dominion over every single thing on earth. And so he's in the Garden of Eden. God is, he trying to watch Game of Thrones, so he's busy. So he said, this is all you. Go do what you want to do. Adam goes to God every 5 minutes. Hey, what is this? What should I do with this? What do you think about that? And God is like, listen, I told you, you can have it. Do what you want to do. What, is that a chicken? Okay, call it a chicken. I don't really care. And so he comes back. Hey, what do you think about this? Like, dude, can you at least wait till the commercial? I mean, there's no commercials on HBO, but you know what I'm saying? Like, wait till there's a break in the programming, at least to ask me a question. So he makes Eve so Adam has somebody to talk to. And so, not really, but And so he makes Eve. But God told Adam he had complete dominion and power over everything. Just don't touch this tree. Everything else, go for it. Adam said, cool, I don't need that tree anyway. I got like 9 million other ones. So here comes Eve. Eve is not giving these instructions because she's not dominion. She doesn't have dominion over everything. Adam does. She is his helpmeet. She is from his rib. She is supposed to be his companion, his throughout life, right? So she doesn't have all these rules and restrictions. She is basically under the dominion of Adam. He is supposed to be the protector of the Garden of Eden and Eve. Not just that you can lord over her, you're supposed to also protect her. So he gets the fire on his side. Look what she gets. She gets the apple tree and the serpent, or the fruit tree, we'll call it that. So the serpent goes to Eve and says, hey, if you eat of this tree, you'll be just like God. And she was like, really? And he was like, uh-huh. She was like, really? He was like, uh-huh. So she eats of the tree. And in the Bible, it says she turns to Adam. She didn't go find him. She turned to him, which means he stood there while the person he was supposed to be protecting was seduced by the serpent. And he did nothing about it. He had dominion over the serpent and didn't exercise that dominion. There is a rule and a law to everything. What Rudy Giuliani did was this. He went with the serpent. This is why I said all that to say this. This is why this is your word of warning. The Lover's card can tell you a whole bunch of things, but this message came up for a reason. You went over there because somebody lured you in. Somebody says, I have what you're looking for. They gave it to you. Dark secret money. Controlled groups, small alliances. The serpent lured you in. This is why the information you carry is now a burden. Somebody is setting you up. In this case, you know the rules, you're not following the order. You are the Adam being seduced by the serpent. You can control this situation, but the way they did it, your eyes got big. You seen the word information and you rushed to it. Rush forward at your own peril. For every light in the storm does not lead you to a safe harbor. Rudy Giuliani, you have been set up. So, Lindsey Graham, your instincts were right on the money this time. Question now is, what do you do about it?